So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. The instantly recognisable golden locks of Pavel Nedved, Jim. A gem of a player, isn't he? So fiercely competitive and tenacious.
Yeah, probably the purest striker of a football I think I've ever seen. No one can hit it like him.
Yeah, and he has that visible will to win and a supreme technique. It's a pretty compelling package.
It really is. He has got the lot.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Del Piero. And it's skewed away.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
And here's Lopez. He's found a way. There's the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Nedved can see things others simply cannot. Lille trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Alexander-Arnold. And that's put paid to a promising move. Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, what's he done? Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And here's Suarez. That's tidy. Suarez has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Lopez. Marquinhos gets good distance on it. Cannavaro cuts it out. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Del Piero. Now it's Lopez. Lopez. And that was very necessary. And it's Lopez. Oh, that's neat. Fermin carries the ball down the right. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Colorado Springs clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Some good persistent defending here. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Del Piero. Messi. And this is Messi. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Messi really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And we have our very first corner. He's gone for goal! That is some save from Khan! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This their second corner of the game. Oh, what has happened? And he shoots! Oh, taken with style. And finally, he has breathed life into the game. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Lille are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising. And Messi! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
In towards the back stick. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Messi plays it short.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, crack. Messi! Really well taken goal. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
That's a cute ball. And he cuts out the supply. Pato. Can he spark a counter here? Into the last 5 minutes. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Now, power or placement? What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Cross flung, he rises! And yes, it's there! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Lille give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works. It's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
And it's Rijkaard.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. Because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap.
Raul. Matheus Cunha. That has been slung wide.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Suarez. And it's Lopez. It's Luis Suarez! There it is! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And this is Adriano. Now it's Nedved. And this is Lewis. Shot a goal! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cleared without complication. Great vision. Now it's Forlan. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Lopez. Cafu. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Adriano. And here's Lopez. And he was quick to react. Tries to play it through. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Adriano! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Baresi. Rice. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Colorado Springs really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Luis Suarez. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Oh, nearly, nearly. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
Matheus Cunha really needed to concentrate on...
Adriano! It's Adriano! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Luis Suarez with he gets big. He has done it. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
Roll! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Vieira clears it away. Matheus Cunha. Arsenal have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Has a shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh no, this does not look good. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Rice. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Chiellini. 5 minutes left on the clock. Some really good ball movement, and he's had it nicked away. Now it's Lopez. And that is as far as they're going to go. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Tries to pass it through. That's that, the end. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Del Piero reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave.
And Del Piero! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Nice looking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's an imaginative pass. Cruyff looks to get on the end of this. And that's been won straight back. That's a shade optimistic. So it is still 0-0. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Del Piero. And that has been cut short. It's run loose here. Del Piero trying to keep this in. Koundé with the clearance. Alonso. Now it's Cruyff. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Approaching the half-hour mark. Picked Cruyff! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And now they can clear their lines. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Nedved. A heavy challenge. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fermin.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Fermin power. Goes for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. There's the shot! That's going to go a long way. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the finish! And that has been clubbed. Oh, that's ambitious. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least that improves their tally when it comes to shots on goal, but they have to start doing a lot better.
Threads one in. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And Del Piero! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think...
And he shoots! Goal! And on this day, when he celebrates his 200th appearance, a memorable moment. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Scholes. It's a searching pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for the run. Well read. And the danger is averted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, played right into his path. Del Piero! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even...
Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nedved. Great ball if he can get there. He's found a way through. Shot a goal! It's a goal! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Colorado Springs are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there.
Can he finish? Oh, terrific save. Dani Olmo. Now it's Del Piero. And they're quick to get it back. Well, that has not gone well. Nicely shaped ball. Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Del Piero. Baresi has got himself a free kick. Koundé. And that's gone loose. And that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponent. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Barcelona have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And here's Del Piero. And he's there to retrieve it. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the...
Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. That's the keeper's ball. And it's Nedved. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Nedved. And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Fermin. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! Loose. Alonso! An instinctive delivery. And it's Vieira. Nedved. It's Nedved! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Thuram. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Del Piero! And he thumps it clear. And he's had a hit! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Chips it through. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the action is back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Oh, easy pickings there. Bergomi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Threads one in. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Colorado Springs clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's in a great position here. De Bruyne. Played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Messi. And Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Roberto Carlos goes short.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and...
He's going for goal! Magnificent! A finish right from the top draw! Barcelona are back in business! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's been caught napping! A probing pass. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Oh no, what has happened here? Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been Batistuta! It's off target and by quite a way.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Colorado Springs clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Over to the left. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And this is Messi. And Batistuta! Contact was certainly crisp. Didn't quite come off.
Well, the way the ball sat up, he thought he had a decent chance. And to be honest, so did the rest of us.
And that interception... And time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Real chance! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's well spotted. And he cuts out the supply. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Thuram cuts out the pass. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Neymar. Engages and forces him off the ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Neymar. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pass somewhat off target. Plays a sharp little ball here. Fermin! And yes, it's there! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say. You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew
Oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured. It was simply inch perfect.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Has a look and place it forward. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Del Piero. Looking for a runner. It's a goal kick. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he finish? And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Maldini gathers from the goal kick. Foden looking for the run. Maldini. That's Nedved. Oh, super find. Now it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! Oh, that's a waste.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Del Piero. Just eases him off the ball. Neymar. And it's Van Bouten. And we've reached half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are back underway. The message is clear, none shall pass. Looking for options for movement. Tonali could try cutting inside here. Up he goes! No mistake! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Messi, Mbappe, Bergomi deals with that comfortably.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Nedved. Nedved. They're urging him to... Nedved! Goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half. And, of course, he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. That ball looks a good one. Oh, and Del Piero! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Del Piero is on his own. Del Piero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And there's green grass ahead of him. That is a crunching tackle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And no, that was never going to make it. That's a little off target. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Guardiola.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and they're simply...
Del Piero! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And here's Cruyff. Now it's Lopez. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And he was quick to react. Cruyff. And this is Del Piero. And he's away. And he shoots! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
This is their second corner of the game. It's gone out for a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days.
And there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing, so the energy levels have looked good.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the action is back on the way.
Colorado Springs are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
Tonali can see things others simply cannot. And it's Nedved. Nedved running with the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass is just off target. Schmeichel clears. Now it's Lopez. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Del Piero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nedved! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Nedved has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Knocks it out wide. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with...
Oh, what has happened here? Shoots! It's in! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Tonali, lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff, he's had a shot! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, this looks sharp. He's picked his way through. Ahead by two and just about into the home straight. And he's picked out the run. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. Simons. Well, that is one way to stop him. Guti. Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Knocks it into space. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is Pato! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Alexander Pato actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear. Oh, it's played into the area. And now they can clear their lines. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, shooting chance! And they've got a throw. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Chance to deliver. That's a decent clearance. And it's Xabi Alonso. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. Still goalless at the moment. Pass somewhat off target. This might spell and Cruyff! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
And he can clear it away. Vieira. It's a good spell of possession, this. Goes for a shot! They've scored! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And that's been slipped through. Nakata. Barcelona finding their passes. Filippo Inzaghi. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Inzaghi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And this is Cruyff. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this. And it's 1-1 at half-time. So once again, we're underway.
Colorado Springs are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his halftime team talk.
Schneider. And that has been cleared. Knocks it into space. Now it's Lopez. Oh, that was vital. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Pato. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though.
Oh, give it away. They're urging him to shoot. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed...
Cruyff! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now, can they get him away? It's played through for him. That's the keeper's ball. That's been cut out, well played. He's trying to hit the front line here. And the pass is intercepted. Schneider, nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Ball is over the line. Thuram wins the duel this time. Chance, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he nearly went all the way.
Schneider can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
That's an imaginative pass. Tonali. Now it's Inzaghi. Guti. He's got away. Nice control.
Colorado Springs really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that is expertly dealt with. The ball has bounced loose now. Deftly away. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Two minutes to be added on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shift. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim. Real chance! It's in! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. This might spell danger. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Tevez. And here's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0.
Tevez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
First quarter of an hour gone. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Colorado Springs clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Punched away. And it's Nedved. Great ball, and he's in here. He's going for goal. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Nedved. Now that looks a decent ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Indonesia are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Batistuta. And this is Luis Suarez. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Has a look and place it forward. Fermin. And this is... And the shot! Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Fermin! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And that could well leave a mark. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, what a mistake! Zanetti. And it's Park Ji-sung. Xavi Alonso. Vieira. No, it's come to nothing. Park Ji-sung. And here's Lopez. And here's Suarez. Threads one in. He's having a shot! Good run. And there is the half-time whistle. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Colorado Springs really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. So off we go once more. Nicely weighted ball. Pinches it off him. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Nedved. Now it's Del Piero. Inzaghi. Now it's Mbappe. Vieira. Xavi Alonso. And he was quick to react. The message is clear. None shall pass. And here's Del Piero. He's picked his way through. He's gone for goal! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mateus is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a...
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Shapes to shoot! Well, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Colorado Springs really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Can he get it through? So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Colorado Springs clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And this is Del Piero. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fermin couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Oh, this looks sharp. I think we're just about done here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Xavi Alonso. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age, I think, and he was the mainstay in a team at that early age, playing in virtually every game and dictating the play. He stands out, doesn't matter how old he is.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ibrahimovic. No way through. Played out wide. He's got away. Quick look. Bullish header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Deep cross. Real chance! Danger averted for now. And it's Xabi Alonso. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Lopez. Now it's big chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present...
It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. He's got tall. Hazard. He's having a go. Eden Hazard! That is a beautiful thing. He's got himself an absolute peach. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And it's Tonali. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Fermin. Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too. Deftly away. He's given the time to pick a pass. And here's Lopez. Gives it back. Fermin. Del Piero! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's gone looking for safety. And this is Del Piero! And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Now it's Lopez. Ibra shoots! Loose ball, in he goes again! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Nicely weighted ball. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that has not gone well.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Xavi Alonso. It's Pato! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bergomi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tonali producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now he's off and running. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Xavi Alonso. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that pass just didn't quite work. Nesta cuts out the pass. And here's Pato. Lopez. Now it's Lopez. Oh, it's come loose. And he thumps it clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's a good ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Pato threads one in, and that's a shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
It's a mighty effort! And he's heaved it away. Fermin! The whistle has gone and it is all over. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's McAllister. Always onto this. He's found a way through. Goes down, but nothing given. Del Piero. Bergomi. Ball is over the line. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. In he goes again! And he's done it! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Stood up well to him there. Del Piero takes a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
This looks promising. He's away! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Thuram. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nedved! Nedved! Danger averted for now. Xavi Alonso producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Passes short and sharp. Tonali. Tonali conjures time and space where few can. Del Piero unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that has not gone well. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Batistuta. Played back in. That's a pretty loose pass. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. It's a really well-measured ball. Deep cross. Thuram clears it away. Vieira. Cannavaro cuts it out. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Shapes to shoot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He did.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. And well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
And he's managed to gift it back. Looking for a runner. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's picked his way through. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep.
Has a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Now he's got space here. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Tonali. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. Still goalless at the moment. Kimmich. Now it's Bale. Mbappe. Quality ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he welcomes it in. Oh, what has happened? And a chance! That's another chance! Now it's Lopez. Nicely aimed pass. Well read, nice interception. Nicked it back promptly. Vieira. And it's Thuram. Now it's Tonali.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Fermin! Goal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking to play him in. It's Luis Suarez! And kept out by the most... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Colorado Springs merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well, that has not gone well. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fermin. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now it's Batistuta.
That was lovely, that.
Great ball, and he's in here, and he shoots! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Batistuta. And that's gone loose. Nedved. Filippo Inzaghi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fermin. Knocks it into space.
De Bruyne.
And that has been knocked clear. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Lopez. Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bergomi getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Always onto this. Oh, good take in a good area. That is great defending, so alert. Goes down, but nothing given. And here's Bale. He has found the way through. Bale. Shot a goal! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the...
Oh, he's been caught napping! He's beaten the last man. Messi! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Ah, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Corner number 2 then. Real chance! Out of play for a goal kick. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, no joy this time. And that's aimed into the middle. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that has been clubbed away. Van Bouten is there to clear. Messi. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Throw in. And Messi! Oh, that was no routine save. And that's it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I've always liked this guy, Jordan Henderson. Someone who has had unrealistic expectations to live up to, but his athleticism, his improved passing, the fact that he's become more adventurous has definitely made him a much better player, and all underpinned by a great desire and real commitment.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And this is Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous. Judge, surely! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Has a look and place it forward. And this is Ronaldo. Nesta clears it away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And it's Neymar. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Not the most accurate pass. While quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Bullish header! He's trying to hit the front line here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Fermin! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Colorado Springs are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Tries a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Mateus. Fermin. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Seedorf. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Ronaldo. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Colorado Springs certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Xavi Alonso, he's through here. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira. Del Piero running with the ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Lopez. Vieira. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Del Piero goes for a shot! So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Nedved.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Neymar. And they win it back again. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Bergomi cuts it out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Passes short and sharp, and smartly reclaimed. Chance! And it's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Thuram.
That was lovely, that.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Throw in. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Nicely aimed pass. Looking to play him in. Cruyff with the cross. Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. And surely now, the result beyond doubt. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Seedorf. Del Piero. Over to the left. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a mighty effort! And he looked every... That's that, the end. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved...